Welcome to Philosophical Pivot, where we uncover ancient wisdom for modern living. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology to help you navigate your social interactions with greater awareness. Have you ever had a feeling that someone isn't being entirely genuine? It can be challenging to spot an insincere person, but with the right knowledge, you can protect yourself from deception and build more authentic relationships. In this video, we'll explore key psychological signs of insincerity, from subtle body language cues to specific verbal behaviors. By understanding these signs, you can become more attuned to the true intentions of those around you. Join us as we uncover the ways to spot an insincere person, according to psychology. Get ready to enhance your social radar and foster more genuine connections. Let's get started. 1. Inconsistency in their words and actions. We've all heard it before, right? Actions speak louder than words. And guess what? Psychology backs this up. When you're trying to spot an insincere person, one of the most telling signs is the inconsistency between what they say and what they actually do. For instance, imagine someone who constantly promises to always be there for you, but is consistently absent when you need them. They might assure you with words like, "You can always count on me," but when the time comes to support you, they're nowhere to be found. This behavior is a classic sign of insincerity. It reveals a gap between their verbal commitments and their actual behavior. However, it's important to remember that we're all human. We all make mistakes and sometimes fail to keep our word due to unforeseen circumstances or personal shortcomings. Everyone can occasionally fall short, and a single instance doesn't necessarily indicate insincerity. What we're focusing on here are patterns of behavior over time. So, how can you differentiate between an occasional lapse and a pattern of insincerity? Pay attention to recurring discrepancies. If you notice that a person frequently says one thing but does another, it might be a red flag. For example, a friend who regularly talks about how important your friendship is but never makes time for you, or a colleague who claims to value teamwork but consistently undermines group efforts, are both exhibiting signs of insincerity. These patterns can be subtle but are revealing. Inconsistent actions and words can manifest in various ways, such as empty promises. They make commitments they rarely follow through on, like promising to help with a project and then backing out last minute. Contradictory behavior. They express values or beliefs that their actions don't align with, such as preaching honesty but frequently lying. Selective support. They offer help or support only when it benefits them, not out of genuine care or concern. Recognizing these patterns involves being observant and reflective. Consider the context and frequency of their behavior. Are they making excuses regularly? Are there reasons for failing to act consistently flimsy or self-serving? Genuine people will show their sincerity through consistent, reliable actions, not just words. In conclusion, while everyone can occasionally fail to meet their own standards, a persistent mismatch between what someone says and what they do is a strong indicator of insincerity. By being mindful of these patterns, you can better assess the sincerity of those around you and make more informed decisions about who to trust and rely on in your personal and professional life. 2. Overly flattering and insincere compliments. We all love a good compliment, right? Genuine praise can make our day, lift our spirits, and boost our confidence. But there's a significant difference between heartfelt praise and flattery that feels a bit off. I remember a friend I had back in college, let's call her Jenny. Jenny was always quick to shower everyone with compliments. At first, it felt really nice. Who doesn't enjoy being told nice things about themselves? Her words seemed to brighten the room and make everyone feel special. However, as time went on, I started noticing something peculiar. Her compliments were often exaggerated and didn't quite match the situation. For instance, if I simply tied my hair up in a ponytail, Jenny would gush about how I looked like a Hollywood star. It was as if a small, ordinary action was suddenly elevated to something extraordinary in her eyes. While flattering, it felt over the top and disconnected from reality. Soon, these overblown compliments began to feel insincere. It seemed like Jenny was just saying things to win favor or get something in return. Her constant stream of exaggerated praise made me question her true intentions. Was she genuinely appreciating me, or was she trying to manipulate the social dynamics to her advantage? Psychology supports this observation. Over the top, insincere compliments can indeed be a sign of an insincere person. Such individuals often use flattery as a tool to manipulate others or to hide their real intentions. Flattery becomes a means to an end, rather than an expression of genuine appreciation. Consider this: sincere compliments are usually specific and contextually appropriate. They reflect a true understanding and appreciation of the person or situation. In contrast, insincere flattery tends to be broad, excessive, and often feels forced. It lacks the genuine connection that true praise conveys. So next time someone lays it on thick with the compliments, take a moment to assess whether they're being genuine or just trying to butter you up for some reason. Look for the authenticity in their words and the context in which they are given. Are their compliments consistent with their behavior? Do they offer praise even when there's no obvious benefit to them? Understanding these nuances can help you discern sincerity from manipulation, allowing you to build more genuine and trusting relationships. Remember, true appreciation comes from the heart, while flattery often serves hidden agendas. 3. Lack of genuine interest. Ever been in a conversation where it feels like the other person is just waiting for their turn to speak? Like they're more interested in hearing their own voice than actually listening to what you're saying? I think we've all been there, and let me tell you, it's not a pleasant feeling. Psychology tells us that a genuine person will show genuine interest. They'll actively listen, respond thoughtfully, and engage with you on a deeper level. On the flip side, an insincere person might seem distracted or disinterested. They might constantly check their phone during your conversation, or their responses might feel shallow and disconnected. So, keep an eye out for this behavior. If someone doesn't show genuine interest in what you're saying, chances are they might not be as sincere as they seem. 4. They're always playing the victim. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to always be at the center of drama? Nothing ever seems to be their fault, and they consistently portray themselves as the victim in various situations. It's as if they have an inexhaustible reserve of sad stories and tales of woe to share. While it's natural to empathize with them initially, especially when faced with apparent hardships or challenges, over time, you might start questioning the authenticity and consistency of these narratives. Psychology sheds light on this phenomenon, suggesting that consistently playing the victim could be a sign of insincerity. When individuals habitually position themselves as perpetual victims, they often do so as a manipulative tactic to elicit sympathy and support from others. By painting themselves in this light, they effectively shift the focus away from any personal accountability or introspection and keep the spotlight firmly on their perceived suffering. This behavior serves multiple purposes for the individual adopting the victim role. Firstly, it allows them to avoid taking responsibility for their actions or circumstances, as they can attribute any negative outcomes to external factors or the actions of others. Secondly, by garnering sympathy and support, they gain a sense of validation and significance, reinforcing their victim identity. Moreover, it can be a way to exert control in interpersonal dynamics, as others may feel compelled to cater to their needs or feelings out of a sense of obligation or guilt. While it's crucial to acknowledge and validate genuine struggles and challenges that individuals may face, it's equally important to discern when victimhood becomes a pattern of behavior used for manipulative purposes. This distinction is essential for maintaining healthy boundaries, fostering authentic relationships, and promoting personal growth and accountability. Navigating interactions with individuals who consistently adopt a victim mentality requires a balanced approach of empathy, boundary setting, and encouragement of personal responsibility. It involves recognizing and empathizing with their struggles, while also gently challenging and encouraging them to explore alternative perspectives and proactive solutions. Ultimately, fostering a culture of accountability and empowerment benefits both individuals and relationships, fostering greater authenticity, resilience, and mutual respect. 5. They're quick to break confidences. Confidentiality is indeed the bedrock of trust in any relationship. It's a testament to the faith we place in others when we share our innermost thoughts and secrets with them. However, when that trust is breached, it can have significant repercussions. Research conducted at the University of California sheds light on an intriguing aspect of human behavior regarding sharing secrets. The study found that individuals are more inclined to share secrets with others if they believe that doing so will elevate their social status or enhance their perceived value within a social group. This finding underscores the complex interplay between trust, social dynamics, and personal motivations in confidential disclosures. Now, let's delve deeper into what happens when someone violates the confidentiality of shared secrets. If you find that someone is quick to divulge your secrets or shares confidential information about others with you without regard for privacy, it raises questions about their sincerity and integrity. A sincere person understands the gravity of confidentiality and respects the boundaries of trust. They value the sanctity of shared information and would never use it for personal gain or to manipulate social dynamics. On the other hand, an insincere person may view shared secrets as a form of currency or leverage. They might exploit confidential information to gain favor, control narratives, or advance their own interests, even at the expense of others' trust and privacy. This behavior not only erodes trust, but also undermines the foundation of sincere relationships built on mutual respect and integrity. In essence, the way individuals handle confidential information speaks volumes about their sincerity and ethical values. Those who prioritize sincerity will handle sensitive information with discretion, safeguarding trust and fostering genuine connections. Conversely, those who lack sincerity may view confidential disclosures as opportunities for personal gain or manipulation, risking the erosion of trust and authenticity in relationships. It's important to cultivate a culture of trust and confidentiality in our interactions, where sincerity and respect for privacy are paramount. Upholding confidentiality not only strengthens trust, but also contributes to the creation of meaningful and authentic connections based on mutual respect and integrity. 6. They rarely show empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a fundamental component of sincere relationships. It's what connects us on a deeper, more meaningful level, allowing us to forge bonds built on mutual understanding and support. Imagine you're going through a tough time. A sincere friend will make an effort to understand what you're feeling, offer comfort, and stand by your side. They will listen attentively, provide a shoulder to cry on, and do their best to help you navigate through your difficulties. Their empathy manifests in their actions and words, showing you that they genuinely care. In contrast, an insincere person might handle the situation quite differently. They may dismiss your feelings, offering shallow or perfunctory responses that lack genuine concern. Worse, they might even use your vulnerabilities against you, perhaps by undermining your experiences or exploiting your emotional state for their gain. This isn't necessarily out of malice, but often because they struggle with authentic empathy. They might lack the ability to truly connect with others on an emotional level, making their interactions feel hollow and untrustworthy. It's important to note that spotting an insincere person isn't about labeling or judging them harshly. Rather, it's about protecting your emotional well-being and fostering relationships that are rooted in sincerity and respect. Everyone has moments where they might fall short in offering empathy, but consistently lacking this essential quality is a red flag. Consider the following aspects when evaluating someone's empathy. Attentive listening. A sincere person listens without interrupting and genuinely tries to understand your perspective. They don't just wait for their turn to speak or brush off your feelings. Emotional support. Genuine friends offer comfort and stand by you during tough times. They show up for you not only in words, but through their actions. Consistent behavior. Authentic empathy is reflected in consistent behavior. If someone is only empathetic when it suits them, their sincerity is questionable. Non-judgmental attitude. A sincere person will refrain from judging your feelings or experiences. They provide a safe space for you to express yourself without fear of criticism. Recognizing a consistent lack of empathy can help you reconsider someone's place in your life. It's essential to surround yourself with people who genuinely care about you and contribute positively to your emotional health. Building relationships with empathetic individuals ensures that your connections are supportive, respectful, and sincere. So, if you notice someone repeatedly lacking empathy, it might be time to reevaluate their role in your life. Prioritizing your emotional well-being and seeking out relationships grounded in genuine understanding and empathy will lead to more fulfilling and meaningful connections. 7. They often mirror your behavior. This one might surprise you. Mirroring, or mimicking another person's behavior, is a common social bonding tactic. It can help build rapport and create a sense of connection. However, when mirroring becomes excessive and insincere, it tells a different story. If you notice someone constantly mirroring your likes, dislikes, opinions, or even your body language, it could be a sign of insincerity. While subtle mirroring is natural in social interactions and often subconscious, an insincere person might take it to an extreme. They might agree with everything you say, adopt your mannerisms, and even mimic your preferences excessively. This isn't about genuine connection, but rather an attempt to create a false sense of familiarity or likability. Why would someone do this? Often, it's to manipulate your perception of them. By making you feel like you share common ground, they hope to win your trust and approval. This can be a tactic used by those who are more interested in gaining something from the relationship rather than building an authentic connection. They may aim to influence you or position themselves favorably in your eyes. Here are some key points to consider when evaluating whether mirroring is genuine or insincere. Frequency and intensity. Occasional mirroring is normal, but if someone is consistently and intensely mimicking you, it's worth noting. Do they mirror everyone this way, or are you a special case? Context. Genuine mirroring happens naturally in the flow of conversation. Insincere mirroring can feel forced or out of context, as if the person is trying too hard to align with you. Consistency. Observe whether their behavior changes depending on who they're with. An insincere person may switch their likes, dislikes, and opinions based on who they are trying to impress at the moment. Depth of interaction. Genuine connections are built on more than just superficial similarities. If someone's mirroring lacks depth and they avoid sharing their true thoughts and feelings, it might be a red flag. Authenticity is key in any relationship. Genuine people are comfortable being themselves. They don't need to mirror others excessively to fit in or be liked. They bring their unique perspectives, opinions, and behaviors to the table, enriching the relationship with their authenticity. So, if you find someone mirroring you excessively, take a step back and assess their intentions. Are they truly interested in building a genuine connection, or are they trying to manipulate your perception of them? Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect and genuine understanding, not on false pretenses and manipulation. Remember, it's better to be surrounded by people who appreciate you for who you truly are, rather than those who pretend to be something they're not just to gain your favor. Seek out and nurture relationships where authenticity is valued, and you'll find more meaningful and fulfilling connections. Wrapping it up. So there you have it. These are the key signs to look out for when trying to spot an insincere person. Remember, this isn't about judging people or labeling them as bad. It's about understanding human behavior better, protecting our emotional well-being, and fostering genuine, sincere relationships. If you've recognized some of these traits in people around you, don't jump to conclusions. Take the time to observe, reflect, and trust your intuition. After all, intuition is a powerful tool that often leads us in the right direction. And if you've noticed these traits within yourself, remember that it's never too late for self-improvement. Authenticity is a journey, not a destination. We can all strive to be more genuine in our interactions. At Philosophical Pivot, we believe in embracing this journey with open minds and hearts. Let's strive for more sincerity and authenticity in our relationships. Because at the end of the day, being true to ourselves and others is what truly matters. Take a moment to reflect on this, and remember, sincerity starts with ourselves. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Philosophical Pivot for more insights on living a meaningful, authentic life. Folks, take care of yourself until next time.